Health officials are raising concerns after confirming a Wayne County resident died from West Nile virus. Experts haven't said exactly where the person lived, but they confirmed the individual was older and had underlying health issues. So far this year, Michigan has reported 17 human cases of West Nile. Most people who get it don't show any symptoms, but if you're over the age of 50 or have health problems, you're more likely to get sick. Now to the ongoing fight for funding for an important cause, Parkinson's research. The Michigan Parkinson Foundation recently took that fight straight to lawmakers in Washington, D.C. And joining me now to talk about the trip is Kristin Rossi, the CEO of the Michigan Parkinson Foundation, and Nate Jolliff, who is on the board of directors for the foundation. Thank you both for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Let's first start with the goal and the mission of going to Washington, D.C. How did it go and what were you hoping?
Yeah, so we were part of the Parkinson's Policy Forum. So we were 3 people. It was me, Nate Jolliff, and Rich Point, who is another Marine veteran with Parkinson's disease. And we were one of 250 people that joined for this. We were representing Michigan, but there were 44 states represented. And we really went in with 3 legislative asks. Number 1 was robust funding for the NIH so that we can keep making strides in Parkinson's research. We are closer than ever to a cure. The second was the National Parkinson's Project. This is something that was signed into law in 2024, and it hasn't been implemented. So we were lobbying to really make sure that we can get the legislative counsel it requires and the funding it requires. And then lastly, we really wanted to put some pressure on lawmakers to hold the EPA accountable for banning a harmful chemical called paraquat. Okay. It has been linked to Parkinson's disease. It is banned in even the countries that produce it. It's banned in 70 other countries, but not here in the United States. So we really want to make sure that the EPA takes action on this. It's been under review since 2022. So that was one of our big asks.
So how do you feel coming back from Washington? Did we move the needle?
Good,
yes.
Yeah.
It really felt like we had a voice.
Can you talk about that a little bit? You know, there were legislative goals, but you really are the face of it. You're somebody who living with Parkinson's, and hearing your story is so impactful.
Well, thank you. So former Marine, was active duty from 1984 to 1990. And during that time I spent at Camp Lejeune and service-connected, diagnosed with Parkinson's in July of 2021. So I am not alone. There's so many others that are out there that have the same type of situation where they're really battling through this terrible disease.
I want to start by saying thank you for your service and also the bravery to go to Washington and share your story. What was that like for you?
It was really energizing. There's so much work that we do behind the scenes and helping our constituents, if you will, in the Parkinson's community. So we really got an opportunity to talk and work with them side by side as we met down with our legislative leadership.
And I saw you nodding your head a little bit while she was listing off all of these goals. These seem to be very pertinent, some goals that if we could achieve them, could really change drastically the lives of people living with Parkinson's.
Yes, absolutely. So not only the veterans, but others as well that are non-military service personnel or veterans. There's so much out there that we really had to work with our legislative aides and the connection points that we had there face to face. So that was a lot better than emails and other modes of communication. We were literally next to them, and the organization did a great job in promoting that and getting the right people to Washington.
You mean you didn't want to do it over Zoom?
No, too much Zoom.
Too much Zoom.
In person.
Yeah,
In person.
Sure. So.
And how do you feel kind of coming back and, you know, making your pitch, talking, making those connections? How do you feel on your way back?
I feel great. Right on the heels of that trip, we had our largest fundraiser of the year, and that's the walk where we've blown the doors off of the funding target. Kristin challenges us every year to aim higher, and this year we had a $280,000 goal for our walk at Jimmy John's Field, and right now, 332,000.
No.
So we really
passed that.
Absolutely.
Yes, so.
Wow, you know, I've been very lucky to be able to MC one of your huge gala dinners. When you hear the stories and you hear how many folks have been affected from all walks of life, this doesn't discriminate.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't. And that's the message we were trying to take as well. This is a bipartisan issue. You know, this is something that everybody can get behind, and we're not going to stop the fight. We've been reaching out out to our legislators since that, following up, and also telling them to get our message out to your constituency. You know, parkinsonsmi.org. We have tons of resources and information for all people living with Parkinson's at every age and stage of their journey.
And I know you blew past that fundraising goal at the walk. The gala is coming up. It's another fundraising opportunity. When's that?
So that's November 7th. It's going to be at Ford Field. We've got a great speaker. Nate was actually our speaker last year, did a fantastic job. This year we have Todd Voigt, Paralympic rower, that's going to be speaking with us. But it's a fun event. It's at Ford Field. Who doesn't love to be at the home of the Lions?
Right?
Yeah.
Are tickets still available?
They are, yes.
Guys, sign me up. That is going to be a great event. Well, thank you both for joining us this morning. One last question before we go. If you had a pitch for anybody who's watching, maybe they're not affected by Parkinson's, but as you mentioned, this is a bipartisan issue. What would you want to say to them?
Call us. We can help. Or go to our website. We have a lot of information. We work across 4 pillars of support. Community, exercise, education, and respite. We are here for you. Please give us a call.
Yeah, you're an incredible resource. Anything else you want to say?
She couldn't have said it better.
I agree. I agree. Thank you both for joining us, and congratulations on your trip to Washington, and excited to see what comes of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you both.